Hey guys, BMAN here. How are you guys doing today? Today we've got another awesome guide for you guys for the factions missions. This one is for White Lotus Death from Above mission that, well, you guys are struggling with, because in my last tutorial for my last guide I had the comment where you guys are saying you're boiling your eyes out trying to complete this mission. Well guys, I got you. I've jumped in straight after that and I completed this mission in 2 games. So with that said guys, let's get in and show you guys how I completed it, and I'll give you guys some tips and tricks on how I think that can help you guys complete it easier. With that said, smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're new, leave me an awesome comment, and let's get straight into this guys. Okay guys, well, you got to acquire the money to buy the mortar streaks, obviously. Well, each to your own on how your skill level. For me, as you see right here, how I done it is I was eliminating players. I'm playing solo. I just wiped out a few squads and I took their money, and then I had enough to get 3 mortar strikes. That's how I started off. Now other ways to get it is you can hit the strongholds, because it's really good for money. As you'll see, you won't pull this off. It's quite rare that you'll pull this all off with just 1 or 2 strikes. Now, if you strike the groups of enemies that are low level and not armored up, you have a very high chance of getting a kill. Do not strike armored up enemies, because you pretty much won't get a kill any strike that you strike on armored enemies, guys. That's one of my majorest tips for this. Only strike non-armored enemies. So like you see over here, and right here, I'm striking non-armored enemies at the SAM sites. Those are the ones that I recommend you guys target, okay? Because if you'll see straight after this, I target the armored enemies that get in the redeploy here, chopper, and I don't get a single kill with these mortar strikes, because all that happens is you break their armor. The mortar strikes are so random, it's so hard to actually get kills, guys. My recommendation is the non-armored ones, okay guys? Now with that said, this sort of mission is a tedious one, so just be prepared to loot up heaps of money. Money's really easy. If you see right where I am right now, right where I am, there's one of these little loot containers. I'll show you later on in this footage what I'm talking about, but they're actually all over the map, and they're really high value loot in them. There's a lot of them in waterways and all sorts, and on tops of hills and all sorts of stuff in the outskirts of the map and stuff like that. Those are what you want to loot up, because they get heaps of stuff. I've found the $25,000 skulls, masks in them and all sorts, guys. That's where I get mega loot. Now other way is, like you see right here, is strongholds, guys. So I didn't get all the kills from those first mortar strikes. Another thing people might not realize is that you don't have to get all the kills from 1 strike. It's multiple strikes over multiple games can count. So if you just get 1 kill with a mortar strike, that's counting, and that's cool, guys. You don't have to extra or anything. So just keep going through, and each buy station can only have 3 of a kill streak, but there's multiple different buy stations that can have mortar strikes. As you've seen in this game here, I have already used 3 mortar strikes from another buy station, and as you've seen, but I might have got distracted by me talking, but what I had to do is I had to go to 2 different buy stations to find one that was selling mortars to be able to continue buying them. So in this game I brought and used 5 mortars, and I only got 7 kills or something. I just mortared those bots right there directly on them, and I didn't even get a kill. That is why I say don't mortar the armored bots, even if they're standing still like that. Now right here, guys, see, I've spawned into the next game and we need to get 1 more kill. So straight away there's these 2 loot locations. If you spawn here, there's 2 of these, and these are the containers I'm talking about. As you've seen there, we just got $10,000 item out of it. That's where I get all my high value items, guys, and they're everywhere. They're all around the map. If you notice one, keep an eye out. Take note of where it is, because they don't change and they're there every game. They have the best loot in them, in my opinion. Now once I got that, I was set, going straight for buy stations again, buy my kill streak. All I had to do was loot the 2 containers and I had the money to buy another kill streak. But again guys, it's that buy station juggling. Just keep going through the different buy stations to find the one that has the mortar strike. That's why I recommend doing this in Ashika Island, because you've got buy stations within the vicinity of each other, closer to go. It's not such a widespread island to get around. Now, as you see here, finally, I let off my mortar strike, and I finally succeeded. So it was a tedious mission, this one. This one took me 2 games, and as you see here, I'm not a low skilled player. I'm actually quite a higher skilled player. So with that said, if you're solo, this could take quite a few games. You might only get 1 in a game. But loot up. Loot these containers that you see right here. Another 10k thing in it. See, guys, those containers are what you want to be looting for it. With that said, guys, I hope this helps you out. If this does help me out, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Have an awesome day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. BMAN, out.